Well, hello Stampers, it's the Pampered Stamper, and just making sure all my settings are good, and it looks like they are. So anyway, welcome to Stamping Through My Stash. I do this video every Wednesday, and the point is to stamp every stamp that's in the set, and if there are matching dies, to also die cut everything. The purpose is to make sure that everything is working as it should. That's the main reason. And the second reason, which is just about as important, is that it jumpstarts your creativity. Once you ink up a stamp set, you are more likely to use it in the future. And I usually just stash my stamped images and my die cuts in the case so that the next time I go to use it, I've already got a head start. So I'm hoping that you also develop this habit in your stamping so that you get the most value from your stamping investment. So I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada and in Europe, and my job is to sell stamping supplies, paper crafting supplies, whether you make cards, scrapbooks, or like to make things for the home or for like table decorations or gifty things. It's all great. So let's get started, and we are using Magical Meadow today. And what's nice about this stamp set is that you can use it for Christmas cards, or you can just use it for, actually, it says for winter, right? The colder the weather, the colder weather brings us together. May this season of sparkle bring joy and delight and winter wishes. But really, it doesn't have to be winter, as you will see. So there's also beautiful paper that goes with this set. And it's called Designer Series paper because we actually have in-house designers that paint this paper. And we're going to be using some of it today. I love it. So I'll show you. It comes in 12 by 12. And you can see the kind of the watercolor wash in the background. That's just really lovely. This one has, if you look carefully, you can see the deer and the trees. And then we've got these berries. There's 2 sheets of every design. And here we've got some trees. The colors are muted and soft. There's that one. And then I'll flip them. On the other side, you just get more of a solid image. Here we go, which is good for all seasons, and that's what makes this paper so versatile. I love it. And everything coordinates with Stampin' Up, so we have cardstock in all the colors that this paper is in as well. So that makes it really easy to make beautiful scrapbook pages and cards and anything else you want to make with paper. Okay, so now we're going to get to the stamping here. Put this nicely away. And I could show you, our catalogs are also great for inspiration. So here is the Winter Meadow Suite, and it is on low inventory. So the paper is low, and I think the stamp set is as well. So make sure that if you love this, that you get it while you still can, okay? And I kind of use this design for my card. It's going to be totally different than this, but the idea of the blue circle inside, I kind of like that. So here we go. With no further ado, I'm going to start with the words. And we're going to stamp them in Misty Moonlight. And let me grab my white. Here we go. So I love the font of these sayings. There, I double stamped that by accident. See, even after 18 years, you can still make mistakes. There. So those are the words. And then I am using a retired product, the Stamparatus. I still have some in Chatham. So if you want one, let me know, and I can make that happen. So I've put all the die cuts in here, and now I'm just going to all ink them up all in the same color. Okay. I'm just going to do it in, no, I'm not going to do it in blue. I'll do it in green. I'm going to pick garden green for this. And then you can see what they look like. I've also die cut the things in cardstock so you can see what the die cuts look like. Here we go. I'm just going to give it a nice press. And there we have it. So that looks nice. I'll take them all out, and then we'll have a closer look, and then you can compare. So we've got the trees, the berries, another silhouette. And then I also have it, some of them are not stamped images, they're just die cuts. So we have this, and I did them in different colors too, so you could see how nice they are. And then we have this one. So this is Blueberry Bushel, this is Lost Lagoon, this is Garden Green, and here's Blueberry Bushel again. So you can really make some lovely things with this. And then we have Moody Mauve, Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel. And then look, here's another one, also really pretty. So you can make lovely little bouquets with this. And I had one going, where did I put it? I had it going in silver. I was in, yeah, well, we'll do that in a minute. Here it is. I've used markers to color on the stamp so you get two colors. And here's another one. See how nice that looks? Let me put it here. There's also a holly leaf. And then, look at this. There's a die that does the snowflakes, but it cuts and embosses slightly. So I'll show you that in a second. Oh yeah, here. So we have silver adhesive backed paper and gold adhesive backed paper, and I use this die cut, which is this one, to do in silver. Now the backing already came off, so it's already a sticker, but I haven't decided yet how I'm going to use that. So stay tuned. I'm not sure if I'm using it today or if I will do it at a later time. But keep an eye on it. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss anything. And oh, here it is in Peacock. And then here we've got the stamped images. So you've got a lot of things happening with this bundle, with the dies and with the stamped images and dies. So here we go. Now I'm going to show you what the dies actually look like. Oh, I forgot to show you one. There's also this one that will cut the little berries to put on here if you want to do it in two-tone. So here are the dies. And then I want to show you something with this die, a little trick to make it even nicer. Oops. So you see that there's quite a few going on with this, and you can see that it's not necessarily just for Christmas. So that's, for me, that's a positive. So here is that nice snowflake one. See how pretty that is? So you can add that detail to anything really. And then take a look at this. So I took this, and that is this die, and then I transformed it. See how nice that looks? I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And then we're going to make a card. So we don't have Garden Green blend, but we do have a Garden Green marker. And I just did this. I took the wide tip and I went over the stems. And so then we have a green plant with pink flowers. And then just here, because this is where the flower comes out of, you just do that. You don't have to think too hard about it. And it's just really easy to transform that instead of fussy cutting. It's much easier to do that just with a marker. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this is what I have. I have a white card base, and then I took this paper and I used my deckled circle dies. The problem with the deckled circle dies is that, let's see, this is helpful. Maybe I can make this work. So it's kind of like a puzzle piece. Is that the right way? No. Well, maybe it is. No, that doesn't look right. There, I think. Well, you can see my problem. I'm trying to fit it back in, but because it's not a smooth circle, it's just, I'm not going to drive myself crazy trying, so I'm just going to put it in and hopefully people will be a little distracted. I realized that I forgot my stitched shape, stylish shapes dies back in Canada, so I don't have them here, and dies are expensive, and I'm pretty sure that I now have 2 sets in Canada. So you think you have it all organized, but living in 2 worlds can collide sometimes. So I have this going, and then I thought I would bring in a deer. And do you know where this deer comes from? I will show you. It is from Regal Reindeer, and I don't think it's in the annual catalog. I think that this is only in the online exclusives right now, but I'm not 100% sure. But I love, love, love this stamp set. This little girl reminds me of when I was little because I had a coat just like that. And I've always been enchanted with Christmas. So here we have the dies. That's the one I used. These two cut out stamped images, and there's trees and there's all kinds of wonderful things. There's even a fox. So lots of fun. I just thought I would remind you of this gem. And I brushed some ink on it. So this is pecan pie. I used a blending brush and then a little crumb cake, and then I daubed on some white craft ink to give him some more definition. So let's put this together. I do have a little bit of a raspy throat. I'm not getting sick, but at night when I sleep, the dry throat is not fun. But I'm taking oil of oregano, and that seems to be keeping things at bay. So I'm hoping that I stay healthy. So this is going here. And so this paper, I just absolutely love it. Now, before we put this on, I'm going to just use the back of this. I want to stamp something on the back. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. I think that's the color that's closest to this, to kind of go tone on tone, and I want to put some trees in the background. Like so. Well, that's a little darker than I was hoping, but that's okay. Maybe I should use some trees from there. I don't really like that line around it, but that's just the way it is, and I'm hoping I can hide it a little bit. Anyway, sometimes you just have to play. Now we're going to put this in here, and then we're going to build a scene. I have stamped my words on two different things using, now you want to make sure your trees are straight up and down. See, and I'm not fitting this in perfectly, but you'd have to look really carefully to make sure that it's not perfect. So I started with this one, see, but I thought it was a little bit small on the page. So I did this, and these are from the Nested Essential Dies. And you could go straight up to the top, or you could go even. I think I'd go even with this pattern paper. See, and now this is my intent, that this edge is covered and you only see the trees. This is exactly what I wanted, so I'm really happy with that. And it gives just that lovely look that I was going for. And then I was thinking of maybe putting this along the bottom. So, see, and then you've got that repeated image there. I think that looks really nice. Anyway, let's put it together. I think we'll pop up the deer. We'll put this flat. I hope I've inspired you with my stamping through my stash. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that more people will find my channel. That means a lot to me. It's probably just a small gesture for you, but for me, it can really mean a boost to my business. I'm just waving to Gerard. He's just going, oh, that's so nice. I'm right here. He can watch me videoing from his greenhouse, and I can see him coming and going, and it's just really special. He's such a big supporter of my business, and it just makes me happy. He's such a sweetheart. Okay, I'm just going to do that flat, really only because I'm too lazy to find little mini dimensionals. That's going to go flat down here. And then I want to pop up my deer, and he's just going to be standing like so. Okay, some dimensionals. I have some little leftovers. We're going to use those first. And you can bend them a little bit too, you know. They kind of are malleable. Isn't that a great word? And I'm not going to bother with putting skinny bits of dimensionals on the legs. They will support themselves. But I do like the idea of grounding the deer so that he is not floating anywhere. And this is just a nice card to send out, you know, end of November. It doesn't have to be a Christmas card. I think it's just lovely I used this is from where the dies were stuck to. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed my little display. And then in the inside, you could, I made a mistake with my scoring. See, I'm still with the European measurements. I still get mixed up once in a while. You could just stamp in the inside, or you could put a little die cut to make it look pretty. And I could do this. Look, this is also really nice. Winter Wishes. And that just makes it so pretty, right? A little bit of extra. And actually, I was thinking, and now it's too late maybe. I'm not going to do this, put this down because I'm not sure that's what I want. But I was considering maybe putting a little bit of greenery, but I think it's too much. I think it looks good just the way it is. Tomorrow for my primetime group, I'm going to be making a card with this suite as well, but I will share that with you later. And it looks like, oh, I need to plug in my laptop or it's going to fall asleep on me. That isn't good. Okay, good, good. It would be really bad if all of a sudden I ran out of juice and my video stopped abruptly. That would not be good because it might not hold the recording. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for stamping through my stash. I hope that you enjoyed it. And remember, there's an amazing deal on the starter kit. Today is Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. Until October 31st, you can get the starter kit, which is something that allows you to either sell the products and earn money, or it allows you to get a discount on your own products. And usually the kit is always $135 in Canada, and you get $165. But now it's either 35% off, so for I think 82 or around there, you get the same amount of stuff, or you can get 35% more, so you can get $225 worth of stuff for $135. It's a great deal. I've posted some pictures on my Facebook page, The Pampered Stamper, so you can check it out there, or message me and I will happily reach out to you and give you that information. There is always a warm and welcome spot waiting for you on my team, whether it be in Canada or in Europe. And it's always a good deal. It's just that sometimes it's even better deal. But especially if you're beginning with stamping, I would recommend to always get the starter kit because it gives you a nice head start on your products. You might as well get your own stuff for a discount. When you start a hobby, there's always a lot to get at first, so that the basic essential supplies, and after that you can taper off. But for that initial splurge, you may as well get a discount. So I can help you do that. Have a super day. Bye.